Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Cindy Smith and I am an independent mascara beauty artist, and I love this makeup and I love getting on here and showing you how to hack, which is to highlight and contour. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my highlight color, and I am using the color Sandy, which is this color here. And when you get color matched, you usually get color matched with two colors. You'll get a color correcting color, which is my darker shade. I'm using the Best Blend Forever brush, and I'm just going to do some color correcting. I have a little bit of darkness around my eyes. And with mature skin, you don't want to use a lot of product because you don't want it to settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. So I generally just stipple on a small amount, and you can always build on that coverage, but just you don't want to put down a thick layer of makeup. Same thing on the other side. Just going to come into that darkness. I'm just going to neutralize that with my highlight shade. I have a little bit of redness around my nose area, so just going to swirl that onto my nose. And see where I go along just underneath my cheek. And this is just a really light coverage, like I'm just barely tapping into that. And just swirling it around. I mean, it almost feels like I have no makeup on. And before I started applying this makeup, I just washed my face because I work out in the mornings and my face gets a little bit oily. I don't put a moisturizer on under this. That is a personal preference. And with this makeup, you just kind of have to play around with it and see what your skin likes the best. I've learned that putting moisturizer on underneath mine does not work well for me. I live in a humid climate, so but again, you'll have to see what works best for you and your skin. I'm going to come back in now with the color White Peach, and this color is just to brighten. So again, I'm just going to stipple that over the color Sandy that I put down, and I'm just building coverage. So I'm not using very much. I mean, you can see on the tip of my brush, that's all I've got on there. And this makeup, once you get the hang of it, it doesn't take any longer to put this makeup on. It's probably faster than your other makeup. Going down the tip of my nose, down the center of my nose. A little bit on my chin. If you want to do some color correcting on spots, I use the end of my multitasker, and I'm just going to stipple a little bit just right on top of that sunspot that I have. I'm just going to press that down, and presto, it's gone. I'm going to put a little powder on that just to make sure that doesn't move. And any other spots that you have, that's really the only one that I try to cover up. I'm going to use my Perfector sponge now. I've wet it and wrung it out. I'm just going to press that makeup into my skin. And it also will pick up any excess that I have put down. Okay, let's do some contouring. I'm going to use the detail hack, and I'm going to use the color Astoria. I'm just going to put it on the edge of my brush. These are all Maskcara Beauty brushes. The product just sits at the end of the brush. You don't waste product. going to contour underneath my cheekbone. To find your cheekbone, just see where your ear starts, or where that ear attaches. Usually your cheekbone starts right about there. And you can either do like this with a swiping motion, or you can just kind of stipple that on. But you can see how that's just chiseling out my cheekbone. And with this makeup, you're creating shadows to create a 3D look. Unlike makeups where you have one color and you put it all over your face, which just kind of makes your whole face one color and doesn't do a whole lot for your face. This is actually chiseling out my cheekbones and giving my face dimension. I'm going to contour my hairline. This minimizes the size of your forehead, so if you have a large forehead, this will really help a lot. If you have a small forehead, you may not want to contour on your forehead. I'm going to contour my nose, and it just creates a shadow. And usually start where that natural shadow already is, and just go down the sides of your nose. And you can just kind of make a V on the end. And you don't want to have, like, when you turn to the side, you don't want to see a line. So you can just take the other, just flip that brush around and just blend that out. So you've taken away the harsh line and just, you still have created a more narrow nose. Lastly, going along my jawline. This is good, like if you got double chin going on, as you get older, that tends to happen. So you just go along your jawline and blend that out. Okay. I'm going to also use some bronzer, which is Bella bronzer. Just using the fluffy end of my Best One Forever. I tend to get like a white patch right here from the sun, not getting right there. So in order to create just more, you know, less of a transition, just gonna put some of that on my neck. Just gonna give it a tan. And I also like to put a little bit of this on my face. So just where the sun would hit you, you can just kind of brush that. And don't worry, like just then I got kind of a splotch. It just blends right out, so don't worry about it. Just on the tops of my cheeks, around my forehead. Just gives you like a sun-kissed glow. It's wonderful. And it's a cream for Bella. There's a Cayman bronzer that's a powder if you prefer a powder. Alright, I got all that on. I'm going to do my cheek color. I'm really loving the color Desert Sunset right now. I'm not sorry, not Desert Sunset, that is Sandstone. Sandstone. And I'm just going to use this fluffy end of this brush. Just pick up a little bit of that color and just swirl it onto my cheeks. And this brush is really good, especially if you're new to Maskcara Beauty, because it doesn't really allow you to get a whole lot on your brush and keeps you from putting too much on. So if you're kind of heavy-handed, this is the brush for you. And I've seen artists do their whole face with this, eyes and everything. Okay, let's do some eyeshadow and eyebrows. So I am going to use the color Trust for my eyebrows. I've become a huge fan. This is the Hotline tool. So I've just brushed out my brows and I'm just going to come back in and fill them in. I do not have a lot of brows and I'm not wanting to get anything done to them, so just working with what I got. And just fill those in. Really easy, doesn't take much time, but you do want to fill in your eyebrows. The eyebrows kind of frame your face, so you want to fill those in. All right, I normally will use the primer mix, but today I'm just going to put my highlight shade on my brows. I'm trying to use everything in my compact today with the exception of my mascara. And Maskcara Beauty does not make mascara yet, so I'll be using a different thing for that, but everything else I'm using is going to be Maskcara Beauty. All right, so I've put the highlight shade white peach on my eyes, on my lids, just to act as a primer. Now I'm gonna come in with the shadow cupcake just to make sure that that is set. And I tend to have oily lids. If you tend to have oily lids, you definitely want to set with a powder or some shadow just to kind of make sure that they are dry. And today I'm going to use this color here, Basic. Just windshield wiper in that. Make sure you keep your eyes open when you're doing your eyeshadow. Otherwise you will open your eyes and you will not be able to see the color because you won't have put it up high enough. And I tend to come just leave a little bit of space between my brow and where I stop with the shadow. I don't go all the way up to my brow. I'm just gonna put a little bit about midway across on my lid itself. And I have a couple of new colors that I'm going to use today. This color here, I'm terrible with the color names. This is Stardust and Rome. Stardust is this one in Rome, and then this is a illuminator called Amazing. I'm going to use a little bit of that on my eyes today. Alright, so I'm going to start with Stardust. This is the darker one. I'm just going to lightly brush that on the outer corner. Same thing on the other side. Just on the outer corner on the lid itself. I'm gonna wipe that brush off real quick. I'm gonna come back in with Rome, and I'm going to come just underneath my brow. It's my dog. Storm in here, so he's getting upset. She, I don't know what color he. Alright, so I'm just gonna come in with Rome, and now I'm gonna put Amazing just on the inner corner. Pretty, right? Very simple, easy to do. And I am going to use Basic underneath my eyes. I always like to add just a little pop of color underneath my eyes. It just brings out the color of my eyes. If you like, you can use the other end of this. This is the eyeshadow everything brush that I've been using. Just the fluffy end of it. Just come back in and kind of blend all those colors together. But that's just a nice neutral look. I like neutral looks. Okay, so let's do some eyeliner. This is Black Friday. It's a cream eyeliner that Maskcara has. And I am going to try to use this, well, I did that last time too. Can't use that mirror in. Let y'all see what I'm doing. So just brush that on. And it's really not hard. This is the multitasker. It's also a Maskcara Beauty brush. And all of the Maskcara Beauty brushes are amazing. They are double-ended. So you pay one price and you get two great brushes. And you just wipe them off every day when you're using them, and then at least once a week you use the brush cleaner to clean them, and your brushes will last a really long time. I don't know how long they'll last. I've had mine for 2 years now, and I keep them clean, and they're like brand new. So they have a 1-year warranty on them, but they'll last you a long time if you'll just take care of them. Okay, I've got my eyeliner on. Let's do some mascara. And I use an eyelash curler, and I bought a new one, and I really like my old one better. I don't know why I like my old one better. This one's just, I mean, it works, but you get used to something and you have a hard time switching. I'm gonna use the Luminous primer. I think it's about time for me to get a new primer because this one's starting to get a little clumpy, but I've had it for a little while, so definitely recommend a primer. This one is my favorite right now. I haven't found anything else that I like better. If I do, I promise I will share. I love to share all my little tips and secrets, because if you had a secret beauty tip and you shared it with me, I would be very appreciative. I think women need to support women, and if you know a great tip that's going to help someone look better, tell them about it. That's why I started being an artist with this makeup. I found it and I want all my friends to know all about it. This is their Real by Benefits. A friend told me about this mascara. She did not keep that secret to herself, and she shared it with me, and I really like it. I like to try new mascaras though. I mean, there's always something else out there, so if you know a good mascara, share it with me and I'll test it out and I'll tell you what I think. All right, got that on. I always put just a dab on the bottom of my lashes. I don't really go all the way over, but just a little hint. And you can see I got a little bit of mascara on my face right there. Not a big deal. Gonna come back with my little Best Bud Forever, and I'll just clean that up. Also picks up any of the eyeshadow that I might drop there. Okay, gonna stay spray. This is my setting spray. This is Maskcara Beauty. Both the setting spray and the fresh cleaner will be back hopefully next month. So keep that in mind. In July, they will be back in stock. They've been getting repackaged. So super excited because I'm getting low on both my stay spray and my brush cleaner, and I really like it. I don't want to have to get another brand. So I'm excited that that will be back. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry just for a second. And you wanna use, put that on my neck too, I forgot. Since I have that bronzer there, I wanna make sure that stays put. You need to use a setting spray with this makeup or a setting powder. I have mature skin. I use just a little bit of powder in places that I tend to be oily, but I try to stay away from powder as much as possible because I don't want to have that settle into my fine lines and wrinkles. All right, this is the Power Powder Brush, I think. I need a cheat sheet when I'm doing these so that I know what my brushes are called. But if you have a question about a brush, just ask me. I've just put a little bit on the end of my brush, and I'm just gonna come around just underneath my eyes. I try to stay away from over here because I do have some fine lines there. So I try to keep the powder away from over there. I'm gonna put just a little bit in the T-zone. I tend to be oily just in the T-zone. So just gonna set that with a little bit of powder. And this is the Vanilla Dust powder by Maskcara. If you don't have it, you can use any translucent setting powder. Last but not least, I'm going to use an illuminator. And I always like to put the Pearl Illuminator just on my brow bone. And then there are so many beautiful illuminators, but my new favorite is Glamazing, which I used on my eyes. I am going to come back. You know what? I'm going to use that Best Blend Forever. I'm just going to wipe that off real quick. I'm going to use just the end of this fluffy end, and I'm just going to tap into that. Ooh, might have got a little much. Might be very sparkly. This is just an illuminator. Probably don't need quite that much. Let's see how I just tap that on, just on the tops of my cheek. And probably wasted a little bit of that, but I love that. And I did not do my lips. Let's do my lips real quick. I am going to use this end of my multitasker. Just put a little bit of indigo on my brush. And I'm gonna line my lips. I've got a mirror over here, that's why I use it, because I can't, my eyes are not real good. When you get older, your eyes are not as good as they used to be. So you just line, just kind of over exaggerate that line around your lips. And I'm going to use the color Nude today. It's one of my favorites. You can just use your finger. I'm gonna mix that with this color here. This is Summer Love. Mix a gloss. And if you want to, you can come back in with an illuminator. I'm going to use the rose gold illuminator. There you have it. So that is Maskcara Beauty. That took me about 20 minutes, but with talking and everything, it takes a little bit longer. I can usually do 10 to 15 minutes for sure out the door. This makeup has been a game changer for me. I've been wearing it for about 2 years, and I love telling everyone I know about it. So if you are at all interested in any of these products, please message me. Let me know. I'll be happy to color match you. I will put the link, I'll attach the link on here so you can take a look at all the products. And if you like my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit the alarm button so that you'll be notified when I post a new video. I try to post a new video on Thursdays. I've been pretty good about that for the past few weeks, so just be looking for a new video every Thursday. And thanks for tuning in. Have an awesome day.